Welcome to day 13 of our Lent readings for 2025 on the Psalms. And today we're going to be looking at Psalm 46. So let's read together. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice. The earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done. The desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." This is another psalm that talks about the security that God's people have in times of trouble. It begins, "God is our refuge." What is probably in the mind of the original psalmist is a crevice or cave in the mountains where you could hide in safety from an enemy, surrounded, hidden, secure. As the old hymn puts it, "Rock of ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee." Though this is not a psalm attributed to David, he does use the same picture himself in Psalm 18, where he writes, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge." When trouble comes, we can hide ourselves in God and feel secure. When all around us seems to be falling apart, we can cling to God, our rock, who brings security. Maybe the context in verse 6 makes this appropriate for our time, as it talks about political turmoil. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall, it says. We do not have to look far to see the turmoil in the nations, the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza, and their wider implications in the world, the changes in global government, the growth and influence of some economies at the expense of others, not to mention the global economic climate and the residual impacts of the COVID pandemic. In such times, Psalm 46 offers a message of hope for God's people. It reminds us that whatever our political views on Gaza, Brexit, Ukraine, Trump, Putin, China, Scottish independence or whatever, our hope and security is not in a political solution, but in the Lord. The picture that follows from verse 8 in this psalm is of a battlefield after the battle is over. No matter what political turmoil there is in the world, whether regime change, border change, revolution, invasion or war, the Lord reigns. And when it's all over, the Lord still reigns. Whatever happens with the UK, Europe, the USA, China, or whoever, God and his people will still be there after they've all been consigned to history. Just look at the nations who wielded power in the Bible. The Babylonians, the Assyrians, the Persians, the Egyptians, the Romans. Where are their empires now? But God and his people remain. The psalm ends with a point of reflection. We are called to be still and know that he is God. The invitation, "be still," is an invitation to pause for a moment, stop the fretting, take the longer view, consider who is really in charge. What does the scripture say about how history ends, who's on the throne, and whose kingdom will last forever? Whatever it was that caused your heart to fear, remember the Lord is greater, and he will still be here after it has all passed. Be at peace. He is your refuge. Till next time, have a blessed day.